Bob Balaban, Jim Piddock, John Micheal Higgins, Fred Willard, bring them out. Thank you very much. Fellows, welcome. Thank you. So, where to begin here? Let's, obviously, I think everybody here would be interested in a little bit about the, first of all, again, I do this, but let's know, how many, show of clap, how many people have not seen Master Chip? No, so these are mostly, first of all, it's not like you can give anything away, not like you know who wins. Process. How is this process of working in a Chris Guest mocumentary, the Guest and Eugene Levy wrote, how is that different? I mean, there's no script, right?
Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, the cast of Best in Show.
Yeah. Well, there is a script. By the time we're shooting, it almost looks like a script. It has a certain number of pages, and it has scenes numbers. Scene 67, X and Y, interior. It looks just like a script. Hotel lobby, day, and then there's just nothing below it. It stops there. No, there's generally a paragraph that gives us the main story points of what has to happen in that scene. Every now and then a suggestion for a funny line, which we certainly don't have to do, but with the help, you know. And then a couple of takes. They're not expensive movies, so we keep moving fast. And then this weird part where we shoot inserts, because the editor, who's really the star of these films, and we're late on this, there's no traditional matching of dialogue shot to shot, because it's totally different dialogue for every take. So the editor needs these cutaways, and you'll see them all over this picture. Hands picking up things, the shot of the door, just little things that we just do to make these connective tissue for the editor to use, and so that we can cut into a scene that looks like we meant it to happen.
What Chris does with Eugene in this film, and I've written a couple of things with him, is you try and write the map of the actors. So it's like doing a Google planning a trip, and then you just, how they take the trip, you let them do. And so there are suggestions, but it's about a 30-page outline. And maybe it's because Chris works at glacial speed, but it takes about 4 times as long to do one of these as it does to write a regular script.
So when you do a second take, it's never the same. Do you try to do the same thing again if they go a second take?
That's the problem. I usually ask Christopher, he says, let's take another run at it. I said, you want to do the same things? Because I thought what I did the first time, you just throw away jokes. And he said, do whatever you want, and walk away. And I think in this script, I looked through the script, each film in progression, the scripts get a little fuller, more complete. I think in this one, I had to call and say, I don't see my name in here. I had to put in where Jim and Fred comment on the dogs.
One of the things that's different about these films is that they actually, the first set of takes are the close-ups. Which is usually the reverse. You usually do the master and then you work closer and closer. We do the opposite, because often the stuff that Chris uses is in the first take, because it's the freshest. And so stuff he likes, he'll keep for the second take. And then by the time you do the master, we're literally just going wibble, 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 wibble. There's nothing, because it's all there.
Bob, anything?
Stop interrupting. Bob says, what a stupid question. No. Funny you should ask.
yours, first of all, you had to learn the real stuff, right? You had to learn real stuff that the dog expert would say. Fred, you did not seem to learn anything.
I learned a lot about Fred, I can tell you.
Christopher told me, he said, he sent me a tape of the actual Westminster dog show, and he said, you noticed Joe Garagiola, a former ex-ball player, was the color man on the Westminster dog shows. He said, you'll see that he made no effort to learn anything about dogs. He said, I don't want you to know anything about dogs, but to act dumb, yeah, I had to learn. I didn't know anything about dogs either, but I had to learn what different breeds were and what they were. So that's what I had to do. I had to learn up.
And the great thing is that was it shot linearly? Or, I mean, do all these movies, they don't, right?
No.
So, but you seemed to get dumber. The comments got more outrageous, more ridiculous, funnier.
Well, the reason is, the first one in the series that we did was Waiting for Guffman. And it was a movie we did, and I had a feeling no one would ever see it. We did it just, and I was thrilled to be working with, Catherine O'Hara and Eugene Levy, and we had about, thank you. But he films hours and hours of film, and he cuts so much down to about 85 minutes. And when this came up, I said, I'm the color man. I'm going to be either voiceover or end up on the cutting room floor. So I decided to say anything that came into my head. I didn't want to censor myself. In fact, I came on the film right near the end. It was near Christmas, and John and Michael, they were all sitting around the hotel singing Christmas carols, and John was leading them. I felt like I was at a rap party for a movie I had been in. I walked in the first night, and Christopher and Eugene Levy were having dinner, and they asked me to join them. And I said, no, I've been a lot of Shih Tzu jokes. And he said, no. I said, there will be tomorrow.
That was my dog, too. Yeah. Actually, interestingly on that question, I generally feel like a lot of research is not productive in a heavily scripted thing because it's a closed system, it's a closed world. It's not in the script, it's not very useful. Because there is no script, it really is incumbent on the performer to know what he's talking about. I actually had to come off, as did Catherine and Jane and Parker and Michael, that we had to come off as credible dog showers. Otherwise, the movie has to have the basis of credibility, or the jokes don't work. And it's all just mayhem, and it's not the picture we're making. So we do have to do a lot of research because I have to be a character who, at his most relaxed, can rattle off things about dogs. And so we had to take the dog dog showing lessons. Those people I just mentioned, we met in Cheviot Hills over here, and these insane people would teach us how to. This is a quick story, a couple of lines. I went with my wife to a real dog show out in the Singing Valley because I thought what I wanted to do was go and spy on these people so I could steal their lives and mock them. And I'm there, and I had just taken the dog walking lesson the night before. And this woman comes to me, this is a Saluki show. This is just a breed show. It's a very peculiar system. It was all Salukis, all over the Singing Valley. And
That's a kind of dog?
yeah, so it's
Making sure.
and she looked at me and she said, I got a young dog here, and you're male, and you're like 6 feet tall. Would you take him out? He just needs points. Just bring him out there because he'll respect you a lot more than me, and it's going to show better. And I was like, my wife's on the other side of him. She looks at me, she says, and I was stunned because I didn't know whether to tell her that I was really just here to mock her. And I took the dog in, and I won. The dog won. It was a great dog. It wasn't me. Bob knows that none of that was true and he's writing it down. What does he say?
I wish all Q&As were like this.
Bob Balaban has a note that I can't read, so
Bob says, can you tell a story about the dog owner who removed her poodle after she, what did it?
Oh, yeah.
After she learned it
Wouldn't win.
Yes.
Great story, Bob. Another anecdote. I'd say that was 7 miles, that one.
I will say this about the you're about to watch this movie. Now you can have something to look for.
Yeah.
The poodles were a nightmare from beginning to end, as poodles are, and they are terrifyingly, insane dogs. Weimaraners as well, and there's one of those. But the poodles were on a rotation basis. We were just constantly firing and getting new poodles to be what was the name of the poodle? I can't remember. Anybody? James? No? What? Rhapsody. Rhapsody is played by many dogs. And at the end, Rhapsody is a painted dog. You can actually see the color slightly different because we were at our wits' end. We run out of Rhapsodies.
So you made some interesting choices, Michael. Your wardrobe, that's all, and you get no instruction on that, right?
Well, no, this is an important point as well. A lot of directors say that they're actors, directors, and this is one of the greatest things a director can hold a flag that they can wave around. I would say that Chris Guest is the real one because Chris Guest actually gives the actor responsibility. Chris doesn't know what my character is going to wear. He doesn't know what my house is going to look like. He doesn't care. It's not his business. This is important. I'm the expert on whoever the guy is I play up there. Chris doesn't know who he is. I mean, he's written him in. He says, I think you'd be good to do this guy. He's supposed to be this and that. But as far as what he's going to wear or what's hanging on his wall and that sort of thing, they do check in with the actors. I've never worked in any film that does that. And so, for instance, that crazy costume I wore at the end was, the costume director and I sat down for lunch and we were thinking about it. And I said, well, it's either the best tuxedo ever, like James Bond 64, or it's other. And it was her idea. She was French-Canadian. We were shooting this film in Canada. And she sort of drummed her fingers and she says, toreador. And so we worked from this toreador model.
Well, let me just follow that up because you, and I think this audience in particular would be interested because one of the things you and Michael McKean play a gay couple, and one of the things that you're into wonderfully is classic movies.
Yes.
Is that part of the choice you and Michael made?
Well, yes. We had
Because both you and Michael are.
Yes, he and I are both big old movie buffs, and so we actually had several scenes. One, a long one, where it was entirely cut from the movie as it should have been. Which was pretty much Michael and I sitting on a couch with the dogs and kimonos watching the entirety of House of Wax with Vincent Price and just running comment, basically Mystery Science Theater, And Chris Guest had all the patience in the world for it. He just turned the camera on and he sat back and let us go. Didn't use any of it. So, it was one of the best days of my life, I have to say.
Michael McKean does a great Vincent Price.
That's the best.
I was urging him to do it. But Jim and I were not looking at actual dogs.
That's
People
what
say, did you have trouble with the dogs? They showed us tapes 2 days before we filmed it, this is what we were going to see. And then Chris would say, now here's the part where the sporting dogs come in, or the dachshunds.
So you're in an empty auditorium,
Yes.
it's like a prop man holding up like a broom for your eyeline.
It wasn't even that, he just assumed we'd make our own eyeline. What interested me, there were crowd scenes, and this is an interesting thing. they weren't all people. Every second or third one was a cardboard cutout. And Chris said it saves a lot of money on the lunches.
That's not a joke, it's
In
a
fact,
fact.
Harpo Marx was a very active member of the Algonquin Round Table. He was a great listener, they said.
Bob, specific question, I think I should say. So there were, all of you, I think everybody in the movie, I think I read, except Parker Posey, is improv trained. But she was a, grown-up actress. It's gotta be, a challenge for a non-improv trained actor to come in with you guys. Yeah? Don't you think?
For me, well,
Yeah, well,
I'd never done it before. So, I mean, for me, it was, I was actually working at the time in England. I was creating the show for the BBC, and I was producing that show and writing it. And so I was there on Monday for the read-through. I flew to Vancouver, and they had me for 3 days because I had to be back for the last run through the taping on Friday. And we didn't shoot anything, did we, Fred, for 2 days? And I said to Chris, look, I have to get on a plane. So we did all our stuff in 1 day, and which is, when you think about how much ended up in the movie, it's pretty extraordinary. But it was
amazing.
For me, it was, I don't remember anything about it. I feel like Richard Burton describing his experiences on Bluebeard. He said, I was so drunk, I don't remember any of it. I was so jet-lagged, I don't remember a thing. And to this day, I don't know whether acting with Fred was the best experience of my life. I'm still suffering from post-traumatic stress. But I've seen the film once or twice, and he's very, very funny. I'm just there, like, nodding.
I would like to put I'm going to talk about Jim as if he isn't here. I think what Jim does in this movie is one of the hardest things it's like doing a standing backflip. And it's dazzling, Jim, but that you have no script, and he's out there doing this, like, being a straight man with a script is hard enough. But without a script, it's almost impossible. And the fact that it's all technical jargon, it's all about things that have to, if they're not true, they have to sound true. Mm-hmm. And it's dazzling. So I just wanted to realize that.
And each one has to start with some sort of, confused, befuddled reaction to what Fred is saying, but without being rude, right?
That was a lot of it.
Yeah.
He was very, very patient, very long-suffering.
A lot of it was not laughing. But you can actually see there's one point in the movie where you can see I am losing it. But I think that's very natural. I think someone would be. And then I get more and more impatient, and by the end I really had it.
Well, people always ask me, they say, the person you were with, he's an actual dog expert, isn't he? I said, no, he knew no more about dogs than I did. Now, I had done some improvisation. I was at Second City in Chicago for a year. That's a different thing. You're creating a scene, an opening line or something. In Christopher Guest movies, what you try to do is not to go off on a wild wing, but to stay in character. Everything I did, as crazy as it sounds, I thought that it was in my character. What someone who's a former athlete doing the color for a dog show would think the world would be interested in how much I could bench press, how fast I could run. I really thought that everyone, that's his mind might be, and Jim was such a perfect, he was so long-suffering and patient.
Well, I actually had a run. I thought, well, I'll try this now. I got a bit cocky after it worked for a couple of hours. I'm going to try and do something funny. And I ended up doing a huge, huge riff on a detailed explanation of what the dog's anal sacs were. And it was very lurid, and it went on and on and on. And the whole thing was cut. And of course it was the right thing to do, because the only reason to be in the film was to react to Fred. One being obnoxious and awful, it's ridiculous to have two people. So I learned that doing it. I'll use that monologue another time. If anybody wants to know about dog's anal sacs, see me on.
So So, this question is for Bob, so everybody quiet. Bob, the dog, you were really into your dog, right? Didn't you want that dog and keep that dog? Is that true? Do we have a prepared answer for this?
A long one?
Yeah, okay.
No.
No. All right, thanks for coming, Bob.
You know, it's also, Bob was an invalid the day we were shooting, so you'll see in this movie, we're hiding that he's got a cast on. That he had broken, what was it, your ankle or something? It was your like metatarsus or something, yeah. So it was really recent too, was it? It was like, it wasn't at the hotel, was it? No, it was right before. All right, so anyway. He can't walk, you know, and they put him in the soft cast, and then the costume people figure out how to get a pant leg around it, and you know, you'll see it. He's hobbling around in this movie.
Well, you know, guys, this has been insightful. I've learned a lot. But also, we just a couple people we didn't mention who were so, you know, Jane Lynch, Jennifer Coolidge, who were so, and they had to learn. Jane Lynch had to learn also all this stuff. She wasn't a dog expert either. She had to learn that stuff, right?
She would, yeah, she had to go do research on the dog, yeah.
He didn't write any answers for me to read, so
But it is and the whole cast is unbelievable. It is not a moment that this movie slows down. And anyway, you guys are fantastic. It is a thrill that you're here on its 30th anniversary. I want to thank three of you for coming. Micheal Higgins, Willard, Balaban and Jim Piddock. Best in show, everybody. Thank you.